Yeah, hi, good morning. Hi, Nagar. So,
Hi, sir.
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారా?
Yes. చేశాను సార్.
ఓకే. సో, ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా? అర్థమైందా?
అర్థమైంది సార్.
ఓకే. నిన్న అది సినారియో లాగా చేశారా? అంటే మనం సినారియో కింద చేసాం కదా నిన్న. అంటే కాలేజు, ప్రిన్సిపల్ అలాగా.
అంటే నా ఓన్గా చేశాను సార్ నేను.
ఓకే. ఏదైనా పర్వాలేదు. కానీ ఆ కమాండ్స్, ఆ ప్రాసెస్‌లో కమాండ్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తే చాలు.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే. ఓకే. నేను ఈరోజు మళ్ళీ మీతో కనెక్ట్ అవుతాను ఒకసారి.
ఓకే
ఓకే.
సార్.
యాహ్! హాయ్ శ్రవణ్. గుడ్ మార్నింగ్. యాహ్! హాయ్ రోహిత్. మార్నింగ్. హాయ్ శ్రవణ్.
Yeah, hi. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. Okay, let me proceed. Let me start the server. Okay, so let me share my So hope you people are able to install the server, connecting the server, those things, right? There is no issue, right?
No issue.
Okay.
This OS file is UI based, right? Means we are able to get the UI into the once we install that. But
No, I didn't get you. Your voice is breaking. Can you come again? The voice file is?
yeah, so whatever that
Uh-huh.
OS file we install, that is UI
Uh-huh.
based currently, right?
UI based means? I didn't get you.
Means previously when I install the
Mm-hmm.
VM in the VMware, that time it is fully Linux means command prompt based. It's normal.
Okay.
But now I'm getting some UI after
GUI
installation.
based.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Hey, that is what I'm saying. That the thing is that if you can see that here my screen, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So by default, okay, it is supporting graphical user like a Windows. Okay.
Ah,
Until
ah,
unless we tune the tuning, we are calling as a tuning, okay,
mm,
in production environment. For example, the purpose of we are coming to the command line is that to avoid the manual interventions. Okay,
mm,
still I'm
mm,
giving the graphical interface means there is no difference between the Windows and Linux, right? Okay, so that
yes,
is the
yes.
reason in production environment, every quarterly or every half-yearly they will do the tunings, not only from the server side, like application side also. Nothing but they will make it one first primary thing is that we need to connect to the server by using the command line. That is the first
Mm,
thing. Secondary thing is that we need to connect this and port numbers like SSH, HTTP, FTP
mm,
port numbers, and not only that one like internet gateways. Everything, no, they are going to be do the changes because and not only that one, you are not able to ping the server also. Usually,
mm,
when you're going for the interviews question, there is some type of the things will coming happen. So usually if the server is down means what the people will do. Okay, my first intervention is that first I will ping the server. Let it be whatever the server it is down, that is a some host server or let it be some payment gateway server. So those set of the servers, they will disable the ping also. So ping is not reliable all the times. Okay. If your server is not pingable means it doesn't mean that your server is down. Maybe
mm,
the ping is not reaching. That could be anything. That is a network issue or disabled. So the disabling also part of tuning and telnet also not happening. So usually network guys relying on telnet. Okay,
mm,
if the telnet is not happening means they will bombard that, okay, this is telnet is not happening here. Okay, something is happened. Your server is down. But we need to tell him that so this is the priority server. Telnet not going to be happen. Okay, if you want to, if you are still facing the connecting through SSH or through connecting to the whatever the methodology, there you are facing the issue means we can work it out. Okay,
mm,
unnecessarily we should not take any button. Okay, that is a major thing
mm.
when you are working with application teams. From their point of view, service and server both are same. There is no difference. Okay, service down means server down. That's it. Okay, there is a lot of escalations will happening at this point of time because people don't know service server both are okay. I'm not able to connect my website means server down. They will create a ticket
Mm, mm,
and they are not giving the kind of the feed also. Okay, array, yaar, because of what information when you tried? Okay, see there is a one website. 2 days back I worked. Okay, in my server, the client based on one of the pharmaceutical website like icc.com. Okay,
mm, mm,
so there is some new guy joined into the application team.
mm,
Usually, if you want to browse those website, he's the kind of the application guy feeding the data to the particular application, some jar files and all. Usually, if you want to connect the website, means he need to connect through VPN based. Okay,
mm,
it's an internal website. Outside, you cannot browse it. Okay, like a Gmail. Gmail outside will be there. After login, it will become internal, right? Okay, it will become a private. So like that, the guy is saying that he's created a CVRT one ticket stating that okay, that too in night 11 o'clock time. That the moment, since this week is a festival time, right? No one is there.
Yeah.
Okay, there is one fresher guy is there, but he's shouting on that, oh, your website is down. Okay, what you people are doing something, because that guy is somewhat senior also. He's new to the project. He don't know of the background of that, where he needs to try. They escalated. I joined into the call and I asked that. First the question is that, okay, are you fresher or experienced? First thing. Okay. Second thing is that, okay, what is error you are getting? First is share your screen, show me the error. Okay. After that only we will discuss. First we need to do the diagnosis. When he's checking, he's trying from the local. Means, for example, if you are able to see my screen, this is the VPN I am using for my any one of the clients. Means I need to connect to the any one of the server or any one of the network, means client network. I need to use this VPN. But that guy he's not using the VPN. He's trying from the outside. So when you're trying from the outside, then how you will get the interface? A mistake is from their end. But the thing is that on the moment of the time, because of the severity, one, my manager and his manager, because this is very peak time, right? Holiday time, they will be into the vacation. They don't know about the background. Client escalated means that is a mistake from the engineer end only. That is the mindset of all the managers by default. Okay. So there is some of the cases we need to be, first of all, gather the basic information. No need to go with higher end of artificial intelligence and all. Or yeah, from where you are trying, what is the methodology you are trying, okay, what is the basic error you are getting. Okay, ask him to share an image, some proof. I'm not believing here. Share me the proof. So if some user created a ticket also, whatever the priority, I will revert back in the same way. Creating the ticket is not the solution. Come back with the minimum basic fundamental information. Minimum, not as a basic, whether, for example, website is down means it is not suddenly down, right? That could be server issue, service issue, network issue, कोई भी होता. Okay, but whenever you are trying, at least, for example, I am trying to log into the my internet banking. Simple. Okay, I am getting failure notice stating that my password is not working. It doesn't mean that Gmail is down.
Server is down.
It doesn't mean that application or Gmail is down. Problem here is that I am not able to log in with my credentials. Right. But the client point of view, he will consider, since he have, oh, there is some proverb is there, right? When you have a power, you did not have a minimum common sense. Okay, why can't you do it? Like that, they will showcase their power. Okay, so ask them to minimum information. Not only this one, most of the times, application times, and with a zero knowledge also, they will tell you that, okay, my website is not browsing, restart the server. They will give the approval like that. Literally. See, if you reboot the server, your application not sort out the issue. Some of the guys will reboot the server also, but rebooting server is a lot of dangerous activity. If your file systems are having an issue, your file system having any shared mechanism, you have any ISO images, or your server is not patching from the long time also, there is a lot of the chances you will stuck into the middle. So we need to educate them. Instead of educate, we need to save from them. Okay, what we should not do it. Okay, we need to tell them, "Arey, this is application issue. How come it is related to the your browser or your server?" That's the same thing, right? In your laptop, okay, some HDFC application is not browsing, or Google or one of the Netflix application is not opening means, okay, so it means that you are rebooting everything. Try in the same way, instead of Netflix, is the other application also browsing or not? Let it be Google application, Gmail application is browsing. Okay, those are browsing. Means your internet is working, right? Basic fundamental. Okay, then your internet is working. Okay, Then when you are browsing the Netflix, what is the error you are getting? Maybe your credentials issue. Just these are the things we have to ask them forcefully to save from them only. Otherwise, they will simply escalate unnecessarily issues. We will caught into the situation. There is one more scenario. In my environment, they are going for the some of automation activities. Application team, what they are doing, they have some GitHub servers. Okay, so the basic fundamental is that my whatever the server I'm holding, that is a master server. Okay, master server to that GitHub server. Okay, this master server feed to that GitHub server. Means from the master server, every day they're taking the some data and they are connecting for their purpose. So here the requirement is that from master server to GitHub server, you are not able to telnet. Okay, means you are able to ping. You are not able to telnet with some port number like a 5486 or 1234, some port number. So the basic fundamental is what? First of all, you are able to connect to the destination server or not. Minimum we are that checking. Secondary thing is that whatever the client is looking for the port number, let it be some 80 is the port number. That port is listening or not, basically we are checking. Okay, that port is listening or not, we are checking. If the port is listening means, okay, then there is a some in between that server to that server, there is a some network or firewall, something is blocking. Okay, so this is the issue. For example, there is a one more scenario, whatever the port number, it is not listening into the your destination server. Means the port is not there means probably that particular service is not there, or but that particular service is working also. Okay, it is not connecting means whom we need to check? We need to check with the network team, because in between network connectivity, we need to check with them, right? For this issue, there is a 3 to 4 days the call is happen. End of the day, what they done from the firewall level, they enable the port numbers. From the starting day, we are saying that from network level, they need to be whitelist. We are calling as a whitelist. Okay, whitelist the port numbers or whitelist the services. Then it will be accept. But the thing is that to do that one, they're taking the 2 days of the time. Unnecessarily, we are into the halt into the calls. Okay, we are not doing anything. Simply, we are pinging, telnetting, and checking the port number availability. That's it. But the pressure moment, I'm saying that, these are the very small, but when you are going into the calls, okay, some of the times the calls will be your manager will be there, your some other senior guys will be there. They think of that there is some mistake from our end. So that is the human nature, right? If someone is shouting means always we think that issue from the our end only. Okay, that is, so we need to revert them. So that is what, see, until and troubleshooting is very important. Whether it's a operating system end, whether it's a application end, first step itself, the diagnosis, we need to cut down the things. So if we are going to the doctor, okay, if you are going to the general physician, so the general physician, what it will ask you, it will ask you the basic diagnostics. He is not asking all the robotic technology. Okay, from when you are getting, whether you are some like any recurring issue your parents is having, your forefathers or anyone having this issue. Have you observed? Okay, have you done any diagnostic? Do you have any lab reports? From there itself, he will conclude that one. Okay, then based on this issue, you can go with a specialized doctor. Don't go for any other one. Okay, this specific doctor you have to go this type of like cardiology or something, means the diagnosis will help you out to route the issues into the right team. Okay, otherwise simply if we are giving the some pills and continuing the thing means end of the day what will happen, the services will be goes down. Okay, so there is a lot of things will be happening in production environment. Sometimes you need to be enjoy, sometimes you need to be caught into the situation. Okay. So, okay, let it be. So, for I will show you that the answer to your question is that, say, for example, if you can able to see that right now, once I start the server means this is a new server. Yesterday we created. I'm able to getting the graphical user. Okay, but the in general process is that we should not get the graphical user interface. So we should get the like a command line interfaces we used to get it. So how to do that? We have a document also. Okay, that is we are calling as a tuning at the time of troubleshooting where we need to do it in boot level in booting process, run levels last step will be there, right? Run level after init, run levels will come 0 1 2 3 4. Those run levels we need to do the modifications. Okay, nothing but we need to update to the kernel. Okay, so kernel don't take a initiate to boot the server into the graphical, boot the server into the command line. So that update I need to record over there. Okay, if not recording means next time rebooting also it will take you the graphical only. Okay, so it's a we are calling as a one time or recurring. One time means temporarily. Right now your server is running on fly. You are doing the changes only for that time till the reboot. Once you rebooted means again it will come to the old configuration files. Whatever the configuration is there, kernel will follow the same. So something like that, kernel is the boss of our family. Okay, we need to everything, we need to update to them. Okay, so this is what happening, this is what happening, everything we need to update. If not updating means it will someday will ask you that you did not update it, right? I will go with my own format. Okay, so that is the reason you have to update to the every information. Okay, there is a record also there, document also there. We'll show that. Just simply I'm showing for that. This is the booting process modes. These are the things: multi-user to graphical user, set FACL. This already in shared document it is there. If one means go through that 3 to 5, 5 to 3. How to move on that one. Okay, so in this folder, cron and miss, this folder it will be there. Okay. Okay, so coming back to our topic, so there is a few more commands we need to be wind up. Okay, so just we are reverting, just recapping that. So yesterday we discussed about some of the commands, nothing but uname, uname, like a uname hyphen a, okay, uname hyphen r, and like a df hyphen dh, and we discussed about something. Okay.
ipconfig, ipr,
Yeah, IPR, if config hyphen a, okay, and netstat hyphen nr. These are also one of the command. So usually whenever I said you right, whenever the server is not pingable, server is not connecting from network level, also we need to do some of the basic thing. Some of the areas instead of netstat route hyphen nr also command will be there. Route hyphen nr. So based on operating system, this operating system it is not taking up. There is a few operating system like Ubuntu, or there is a few like Fedora. Some of operating system route command will work. Okay, so here it is also taking up. Okay, instead of that switch is not taking up. So route or netstat, any one of the command we need to keep it up. Okay, so as I said you right, so there is one more command is there, ls off. For example, there is a client said that with the port number 80 anything is working or not. So right now the port number ls of listing of ls is nothing but list. Listing of hyphen I is nothing but interactive. Hyphen I is nothing but interactive. For example, client said that there is a one port number, there is a one server we are trying to connect, application we are trying to connect, that is not happening. So by default HTTP port number is 80. Okay, so this port number we are going to validate in the server. First of all, port number is there or not. Okay, so with port number we are not getting anything, means there is none of the services are running into the server. So with the port number 22, if you can see that port number 22 we are using for the SSD. So port numbers are very important. So whenever we are connecting any server, port number will keep you, because 20, 21, 80, 443, these are the some of the port numbers. Okay, so at the time of moving to the next topic, you can understand every service we are connecting with service name, port numbers, and a configuration file. These are the basic fundamental, means where it will be existed, what is the name of the service, where it will be loaded. All the things we need to be make sure on the things. Okay, so here for example there is one server will be there. It is not connecting to the outside. Okay, probably that issue is that port number 20 is not listening, or maybe some issues. So this type of the things, how we are going to validate whether this port is listening or not, working or not, we are going to check it out with the lsoff command. lsoff-i22, it will give you the port number. For example, 440 is another port number. Okay, nothing but same way 21 is another port number. These are the different application port numbers. Most of the times whenever you are working with any application times and middleware times, you will get these type of the notifications stating that your service and servers not connecting or not working, means server level these are not working or not opened, anything. Sometimes let it be this 22 is working, but firewall level, network level, it is not connecting. Some of the cases, okay, let it be, this is a gateway. When you're checking this particular server, everything is fine, but outside the gateway is not server, means your server were not connecting to the outside. Because of that, this gateway is not pingable. So there is a lot of the chances will be happening. Most of the times this network team, they will do the some kind of same way how we are doing this patching, like a tuning. They also perform recurringly. Okay, whenever they will need, they will do the recurring things. For example, there is a lot of the things whenever they are performing any kind of activities, some changes they performed into the VLAN level, virtual LANs, or VLAN level, network level. So on the moment of the time, so this particular gateways, they will lose the approvals, means connectivity. So once they lose it, it will become, instead of public, it will become a private. Public connect. For example, let it be google.com. It become a public. We are able to connect anywhere. For example, if you log into any account, okay, so it will become a private, nothing but it will be dedicated for you only. So that need to connect from the only certain mechanism. Here, this particular gateway is not pingable, means we need to work with the network team. We need to share this information. Okay, so in the same way, like most of the network teams, okay, we need to mention that this is the particular thing, it is not pingable. And when you're coming to that, when you are sharing any data, always that would be better share the entire data. This data is very important for diagnosis purpose. Okay, so we need to ask them, okay, hi network team, do the validation as server not connecting with gateway. So here it is connecting. I'm getting the ping response in generally. For example, if you're not receiving any ping response, means in this format, we are going to send a mail with the respective of server details. Okay, so usually we are sending server name, and server IP address, location, and environment. So environment would be production, non-prod, or dev. So whatever the environment it is, we are going to send in this format. So the data should be, we need to be clearly shared to them in a proper clarity of details. If not, they will not understand the anything. Okay, so the data should be shared in this proper format. So once they shared, they will do the diagnosis and they will whitelist. So we are calling as a whitelist of port or services. So this is the network terminology. Okay, so usually at the time of interviews also, people will prompt you that whitelist. So these are the until unless you are working into the environment, you cannot understand the some of the terminologies. So this is the one type of the terminology whitelist, nothing but making gas clear, nothing but making gas approved. Whitelisting means it is approved one, it is enabled. It is enabled, we can access. So that is the meaning of whitelist, nothing but network team is approved and enabled from the network level. So everyone, whoever having the feasibility, they can able to access. So let me go to the some of the basic commands. So there is a one more command will be there. Okay, so we can see that like a grep command. So man space grep. Man is the command to help you out, nothing but local Google. So the man will help you out, give the clear information of any command, man space command. It will give the full-fledged information of the any command, nothing but how use it, what is the purpose of that. Okay, so what are the options we can use it, everything we can able to get it from the man command. So it act like a local Google. So local Google type, we are getting the entire information. So let it be grep is the one of the filter commands we are calling as a filter commands. So for example, Windows we are using, if you want to search means we are using Control plus F, right? In the same way, this command also will help you out to search it, search the some content. For example, if you want to search the content, if you want to search the some information, then we are going with this mechanism. For example, let it be when I check for the ls. So this is the some files are there. Okay, let it be just cat space mail log. So let it be this is one of the file. So in this file, there is some sort of information we need to be pull up. Okay, let it be, otherwise we'll create one file. So this is one of the file. So I created some basic information. So let it be, if you can see that here, when it get the cat command, it is listing of information. So the listing of information will be, so some content is there. So in this content, I want to pull up the information of buy. Okay. So grep space hyphen I and the path or file name. So if I use the hyphen I, nothing but how we are using the Windows like a control F. Same way here, if you're using the hyphen I means it will list you out in the particular file, capital letter or small letter. If I remove the hyphen I, it will search you for particular file only, it will search you out. Okay, so in the same way, for example, there is a one more option we are using, search for particular word after a, after 4. So what I'm doing means, let it be, I will remove the interactive. My requirement is that whenever we are doing the some analysis, okay, for example, server is suddenly down due to the some error, okay, or due to the some issues happen, or you are doing some kind of investigation. On the moment of the time, client said that, okay, once I receive the BYE, that particular word, okay, there is some errors I received, suddenly my server is down after I received the buy. So what we are doing, we are searching for the buy word hyphen a after, a for after. Once you find the word BYE, from that word after 4 lines, 4 indicating of 4 lines. For example, if we are indicating only 2 means it will indicate 2 lines. So B is a nothing but after, okay, nothing, sorry, A is a nothing but after, B is a nothing but before. So this is once you receive the thing before the lines, before 2 lines, before you are receiving the, okay, particular error, what exactly that happened. So this will help you a lot, because since it is our file is very small, okay, we don't have that much of problem. Let it be that you are receiving on one okay, GitHub file, or you are receiving the some log file. Okay, usually it will be there for the 200 and 300, more than 1000 lines will be there. So on the moment of the time, every line we cannot manually go. So if you go manually also, there is a lot of the chance if may miss the data. So instead of that one, we are going with a control F. See, for example, other in Windows, control F is not there, means how much of critical it is. Okay, so control F there means, okay, whatever the word is there, directly you are going, and from there you are starting the things and all, or you are analyzing the things. If the control F is word is not there, means you are going to be problematic situation. So grep command will help you out to pull up the information clearly, pull up the information clearly. Okay, so there is one more command will be there, egrep. For example, I am searching for the only by. Okay, for example, I'm searching for the only by into the server. There is a one more thing will be there. Instead of by, I need to search for the data also. So you need to use the double quotes. So instead of single character, try for the more than one. Nothing but more than one character. If you want to search, it means we are using the EGREP. So grep we are using for the single characters, nothing but single set of the characters. But whereas the egrep we are using for the set of more than a character, nothing but more than one character, we are using the egrep. So once this is done, then we can able to easily we can, for example, if you can see that here we are able to pull up the more than one word information, more than one word we are able to pull up. So in the same way, we are going to use the find command also. So find command also majorly we are using into the disk level, or if you want to search for the any one of the server. For example, let it be boot is a one of the particular folder, find slash boot. In this particular search for the any one of the name or any one of the information like a star dot star. I'm not giving anything. Star means it will give everything. Let it be conf is there. Okay, so I want to search for the any particular file with the configuration. So in this particular path, I want to search for the star.conf. So initially whatever it will be there, leave it, consider everything. But after dot, it should be conf. So specific kind of the thing, if you want to search it out into the place means we are using find command. So du hyphen sh star. So this is the particular play command we are using to check the what is the disk usage. Du is nothing but disk usage. What is the disk usage of the thing into the server? For example, right now where I'm staying at varlog. So varlog, these are the files consuming. If you can see that here, this is the 8.8 MB KB. This one is KB, there is 0 byte. Okay, so these are the things. So same thing, if we can go with sort hyphen nr, nothing but sorting of the things in reverse order. For example, it will list you out clearly with a name wise or sorting wise. So especially disk usage. So file level commands, majorly we are using the find command, disk usage command. These are the commands which help you out, okay, to move on. So right now, let it be. This is the one file will be there. So the client said that this particular file system is occupying. So find command, you got some information. Du-sh command also, you got some information. Let it be. This is the information. This is the information you receive. This particular file, you want to zip it. First of all, list out the file. File is there. You want to zip it. So what it will going to be happen? It will become a zipped. So why we are using the zip command? So basically, if the more than one set of the files are there, to compress the files. So in Windows also we are using the zip, rar, different formats we are using. The purpose is very same. If more than one things are there, means for compressing things and all, we are using the zip command. Okay. In the same way, we are using the command call, okay, awk and scd. So this AWK and SCD is some sort of commands, and historically these are the different languages also. Okay, for example, AWK majorly we are using for the displaying of information. For example, displaying of information, what? When you trigger the df-h, df-th, it will list you out entire information. Means just think of that. This is a one column, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But as per the my requirement, I don't want entire information. I want to list out the only some sort of information. In that time, we are going with the AWK. AWK is the command. It will prompt you to list you out only specific information. Prompt you to list out only specific information. For example, if you want to see that here, it will list you out first one and the fifth one. So right now, first one is what? File system name. Second one is what? Fifth one is what? Okay, the uses. Okay, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 available. How much it is there? No, I don't want everything. I want to list out only first one. Means the segregation of the data we can able to pull up. The segregation of the data, whatever it is there, we can able to pull up. Means we can extract the large portion of data. For example, let it be in your company, they want to pull the information of the name, the particular person name is Karthik. Okay, so I want to pull the information in this my organization, how many persons are with their Karthik name. So in the particular moment of the time, it's a become a huge task, because number of departments will be there, IT departments, non-IT departments, non-technical departments, entire organization, the huge database, we need to filter it out. So that huge information we need to filter it on the moment of the time. It will be very useful to get the data. So AWK majorly we are using for the printing off and pulling off the information, extract the information from the large portion of data. So in the same way, if you want to do the replacements, for example, if you want to do the replacements, okay, we are using SCD command. So this SCD command will help you out to do the any kind of replacements. For example, so if you're coming to our example, okay, so let it be here any one of the file will be there. Otherwise we create a one more file. So this is the file. So this particular file, just I want to go with a kind of the mechanism of replacing. Okay, at the time of replacing, this SCD command will help you out. This SCD command will help you out to do the things. Nothing but SCD hyphen I is nothing but interactive. Search for high. Okay, search for the high and replace with nothing but high. So what it will do? Nothing but the command, it is very clear. Just since it is our line of code will be the 4 lines, it will be the very quite normal. But when you are going with a large portion of data, for example, let it be with AWK command, I search for the Karthik, there is a one person, nothing but there is a lot of persons will come. So I extracted the data. My next requirement is that whoever with the name of the Karthik, I want to add some kind of extension. For example, who this particular company, this particular set of persons are with the name instead of Karthik, so we are changing to some Praveen. Nothing but we want to change the data, we want to modify the data. In that time, we are using SCD command. So the SCD command is a very powerful command. So AWK and SCD, this both of the actions we are performing into the large portion of data. When we have a large portion of data, this command will help you a lot. Okay, because the large portion of data where the data will be presented and moved and executed into the same set of way. Nothing but we can execute the things, we can change into the fraction of seconds. So that is the beauty of the subject. So not only that one, so there is some of the other commands also will be there, like a PS command. For example, the PS command is nothing but process command. TOP is nothing but top command. For example, what is the server load? What is the server load of the server? What is the memory? What is the CPU? If you can see that here, this is related to the memory. How much of memory is there? How much of swap space is there? And this is the load average. So most of the times we are getting the alert CPU usage is 85%. CPU usage is 100%. We will get alerts. In the moment of the time, we need to validate what is the load of average. The load of average will be, if you can see that here, okay, every 5 minutes of interval, every 5 minutes, what is the load? So interview questions, they will ask you this particular point. When you trigger the top command at the right top corner, you can see that load average. So what is the load average? The load average indicating that how much of the server taking the load. like a full-fledgedly every 5 minutes alternative. We have three things will be there. Every 5 minutes, how much of the load will be changing. It will list you out. And there is one more terminology called zombie process. So the zombie process is nothing but especially into the in production environment when you are dealing with if any one of the process or parent process is killed due to some reason, sometimes this zombie process will be established. Means it is not having any proper path and connectivity. It is existed and it is keep on eating the your resources. So to avoid this zombie process, most of the times we are trying to kill, but most of the times it won't be killed. So we are going with a rebooting mechanism, nothing but we are going to reboot the server most of the times if the zombie process are heavy or this sleeping process. So this sleeping process are nothing but in server the sleeping process are existed, but the problem here is that these services are going to be not using at this moment. It is existed but not using right now. So, but coming to the memory side, those 241 services also keep on eating your memory. That is also one of the problem. So this one will help you out how much of memory used, how much of swap used. Okay. So let me see the control C. So if you process ID, this PID is nothing but how we are having the Aadhaar card, PAN card. In the same way, operating system also it will going to identify every process with the process ID. PID is nothing but process ID. This process ID is going to be who is using, okay, and how much of the CPU and memory, okay, each and everything the data will be listing out. For example, if you can see that here, this is one of the process. If you want to get the more information, particular process, ps-ef is one of the command. It will give the clear information of if you only trigger ps-ef, it will list you out what are the processes are running. But I want to filter out with the only particular process ID, then I'm going with this type of the character, because most of the times in a production environment we will get a stating that your server usage is very heavy. But when coming to that here, like a top 5, this is one of the service related to the database. First of all, I'm going to trigger it out with a process ID. What is the service and what type of it is? Let it be that is I can able to see that the entries related to the database or some network or some storage. Then immediately I will send a mail or I will transfer the ticket to them. We could see that lot of the database services are eating the memory. We need to try to the reboot, nothing but we need to try to the kill the service, or we need to terminate the service, stop the service, some action we need to be taken, because our load average become a very high. Server is responding slow or server is load average is high. So this is the way how we are going to do it. So sometimes we are going with the kill command. Kill -9 is nothing but if you want to kill the process, if you want to kill the process. For example, if you can see that here, the client come up with a kind of the requirement. No, this is a something worried service. You don't want. Can you please kill it? So if you want to kill the means abnormally directly, you can kill it by using the command called kill command. So this kill command will help you to kill it, and the ps-ef is nothing but just again you are going to validate. So means there is no service is existed, that particular process is nothing but if you can see that here earlier it was there, now it is killed by us. Okay. So these are the basic fundamental commands. Basically, we are using into the network, nothing but commands most of the commands we covered into the basic fundamentals. So we are going to discuss about user management next class. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So everyone is gone. Yeah. Okay.
No. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rohit, you there? Okay. Rohit, what is your availability? Nothing but tomorrow and after tomorrow. Actually, festivals
Same
are
time.
there.
Same time, no problem.
Same time, no problem. Okay, I will check with other people also, since the festivals are there, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to check it out based on availability. So most of the places tomorrow and after tomorrow festivals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this Pongal we are calling as, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I will check with them. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do the things. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you, sir.